Hey guys, welcome to Diecast. So in today's video is the Autoart Nissan Skyline GTR Gran Turismo version. Alright guys, now for the exterior review. So right off the bat, you can see that nice Gran Turismo livery. So I believe this is from an older Gran Turismo test car model in one of the games, and they did release a new one like the R35 GTR on the Gran Turismo Sport. You can actually only get it when you accomplish a certain task, and I do have that model. Well, not in Autoart, but in the game. But I am looking forward to Gran Turismo 7. Hopefully they do have this livery again, because it is so iconic. So anyways, let's get to it. So right away, this model is an older model of Autoart, so it is a bit heavy. Not a big fan of the composite models that they're releasing these days. But yeah, so far I do like the fine details. Like for example, if you look just right by the door there, right by the windows, you can see that nice carbon fiber, and it even says Nismo on it. Let's see if I can zoom in there for you. Yeah, so I do like that part there. All the decals are very well made. They're placed well. It's not on a weird angle. This one, a little bit though. Like I feel like this one and this one is a little bit too close to each other, but it's not too bad though. And then when you look at the side mirror there, it's okay. Like you can tell that it's kind of a sticker that's warped there, but still in good shape. It's not like it's coming off or anything like that. I know there are some models where in due time the side mirrors do end up falling apart because of, well, certain things like humidity, like hot and cold, and eventually it just warps off, and you're gonna have to find another decal to replace it and then stick it on there and make sure the fitment is right. But for this one, yeah, like it's pretty good. And if we're definitely gonna talk about the wheels later, very nice. And going to the front here, in my opinion, I think the R34 is one of the most aggressive JDM cars out there. Like, even the front of it, like, with vents right here as well, like, it just looks so aggressive. And unfortunately, the vents of this car are not through and through. It's actually just a bunch of, like, grooves there. But yeah, like, it's not through and through. We also see some decal detail there in the middle, and I like how it's a separate decal, like it's a separate piece. Like I see some mesh detail on the front grille there as well, and the lower grille, and these headlight details, very well done. I'm actually surprised on how much layers they had to put in for the headlights, and this model has become significantly more expensive to purchase these days. And we also have some lower light detail there, and down here we also see some open vents there and the lip spoiler. And moving along, it's basically the same on this side, but as you can see, the Gran Turismo logo and the rest are pretty much in the same position, but the Gran Turismo logo here is in the right way compared to when you look on the other side. All the decals are still facing the way where you can still read it, but the logo is on the mirrored side. So when I display it, I definitely display it this way just so it's the right way. So again, pretty similar. And I forgot to mention here, there is a side marker, like a clear side marker here, that is also a separate piece. Very nice to see that. And right on the side here as well, just by the bumper, you can see that there is also another vent here with a mesh grill. So there are a lot of details in this car that you're definitely gonna have to check it out closer. And I like how there's a, if you look at the door handle here, there's actually a little spot there for the key. It's a nice added feature. And as we go back to the rear, we can also see right off the bat that the Nissan logo is a separate piece. Same with the GTR logo. And look at that huge exhaust there. That is a through and through exhaust, but unfortunately, well, from this angle it looks pretty good, but if I just show you really quick here, like that chromy plastic like detail is the culprit again. So again, like I wish they made it a little bit like a shade darker for the plastic chrome finish, just so it looks a little bit more metallic. But I think they're trying to replicate that nice finished stainless steel exhaust look, so I guess this is the best that they could do at that time. We also see that nice wing. There is some detail underneath. It just pretty much gets you on a website, and there is a carbon fiber look right here at the top of the wing, and as well as I do like these old JDM cars where they have that wiper at the back there. I know they don't do that anymore just to save on costs, and at the same time it does increase some drag. We can also see there is a third brake light right here, and as well as some markers right here too. I believe this is reverse, and this is for fog light, I believe. And then we also see a little bit of a rear diffuser, just a tiny bit. We'll probably see more of that when we check the underside of the model. And yeah, some more decal detail. Oh, there's actually a logo right on the exhaust on the side, so that's a nice feature. Zoom in there. Yeah, that's a pretty nice logo. I like the placement of it as well. Alright, so now for the underside of the model. We do see a lot of detail. Again, we always go from the front to the back, so we can see right away that there are different colors on the suspension detail, and this is what I'm looking for in these models. So you can see right away that nice kind of like a dark silver metallic color right there on the suspension, and then it's separated by some black pieces right by the steering rack there. And then I do like the color of the transmission housing, same with the exhaust going all the way to the back here. And then you get this nice kind of like a gold bronze-ish color heading at the back of the tailpipe. So there is a little bit of a detail on the rear diffuser here, just underneath, and we also see a little bit of detail in the suspension as well. You can see a little bit of a gold there, and that's from the calipers. And then just a quick on the exhaust detail there, so you can see that logo. Alright, now for the wheel detail. So I believe, if I am correct, these are Nismo LM GT4s for the wheels. And we do have some Brembo brake calipers and some nice disc brakes that definitely look like they're metal. And you can even see, like, on the detail of the disc brakes, it feels like there is that nice finish to it, that it looks like there's some nice fine lines on it. Goes all around. And the tires actually have nice tread on it as well. As you can see right there. Then we go to the rear. It's virtually identical. I do not think they are different in diameter. So I believe they are both the same on the front and the rear. Alright, so for this part, as you can see, I'm holding the door handle there. And the thing about it is, it's the doors are actually spring-loaded shut. Like, they don't just open and it just stays open. So that's an interesting feature. So unfortunately, this is going to be a little bit weird for this video, just for this fact. And as you can see, I'm not even wearing my gloves because the gloves make it a little bit slippery. So just holding it by hand does make it easier. So as you can see, the interior detail right off the bat, you see some detail on the gauge cluster. You can see some detail on the steering wheel as well. You can see that GTR badge. The interior does look a little bit like the plastic that you see in the interior on a regular car. So that's a nice feature. Like, they definitely replicated the color very well. You can see a little bit of that GTR logo right in the center console, just on top by the dash there. And then you can see some details on the colors of the pedals. And you got that dead pedal right there on the very far left as well. Very nice. And let's see, so you got that nice seat belt. I think it is fabric, so that's nice. Let's see if I can get my hand out here. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do this part with the door closed just because it is harder. And we're just gonna span through the car and I'll check it out from the inside. So you do see that nice Nismo badge on the harness there. It's kind of funny because it still has the seat belts, like the OEM seat belts, and then it has this Nismo harness, so that's kind of funny. So I apologize for the door pick there. Unfortunately, that's the only way that this model will stay up. I know some other models do have that hood latch there, so it stays open, but unfortunately this one does not. So these ones are the ones with dog legs, and it does not stay open. And there is some weight to that hood as well. So we look here, we see that nice engine detail. And for an older model, you could see all the fine details. Like, you can even see like the nice plate there, that nice blue plate on the left hand side, serial number for the vehicle. So that's like car details, VIN number, you name it. I like that detail. You even see some detail right here at the front. There's decals right there. There's decals on the fuse box. And more decal detail right here. So yeah, they just went to town on this one. Yeah, there's just so much detail on decals. Even the valve cover has that GTR logo as well. It does have that plastic look to it, but for its age, for its time, I want to say it's definitely worth it. I mean, even now it's still worth it. they don't really make models like these anymore. And then underneath, I guess it is a through and through vent. I thought it wasn't, so that's a nice feature there. I didn't see that. Yeah, the more you know when you start reviewing these cars. Before we go to the other parts of the interior, I just want to show you guys, deep inside there, that's the radiator. And it actually has like the Nismo logo on it. Very nicely done. Alright, so now we go to the passenger side. And luckily this one actually stays open. So that's good. Like, it's actually really firm on the springs on this car, so I guess that's a good thing. It was barely really opened. So as you can see here on the door card, there is that nice detail, and it's not just like one whole piece. There's actually a separate piece, which is this nice interior part right here, and then you get the whole door piece. And then they even made like the holes where there would actually be holes on the car, like the pocket inserts for, I don't know, a magazine or a mapper or something like that. And you get this nice hole right here too. And then you get this nice light there, and it's also like a separate piece, so that's a nice added feature. And we go in the car. So you got this really nice carpet all around the bottom, and then you see that seat belt again, that OEM seat belt, and we see more of the shift knob there and the e-brake, as well as the center console. Yeah, there's a lot of nice features that you kind of notice when you just look up close to the car, so that's a nice bonus feature. And the seat is basically the same as the right hand side. And for the rear trunk, it does stay open, which is surprising. See some detail a bit there, those grooves. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty in there, but yeah, like you see all carpeted interior, and that's about it. And the bottom, let's see what's on there. Yeah, you even get that detail underneath the trunk. So they definitely had a lot of thought process on this, which is really nice for this model. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It definitely helps me make more videos like this. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday. Have a good one.